the first couple things they ask us is, can you take care of my loved one? This is what they need. Are you able to provide those services, and how soon can you do it?
We provide the in-home services, which would be anything from the very basics of preparing meals or checking on individuals, all the way up to 24-hour care, 7 days a week of hands-on personal cares.
We may go in and do homemaking tasks, laundry, cleaning.
They came in and helped clean my house when I just finished having my major surgery last fall. They helped go shopping.
We can provide personal cares, assist with bathing, grooming, personal comfort. Then we have those unique needs and higher need cases where we may go in and have to use lifts, different machines, apparatuses to help them get their day started, put them to bed.
We also have the medical component of the nursing services. Can provide the very basics of just a nursing assessment up to doing blood draws or other medical tasks that can be done in the home environment.
And with that, you get meds set up. They will do wound care. Anything a nurse would be required to do, the nurses that we have will perform those duties. One thing Homecare Services of South Dakota does really, really well is how we scale our services.
We only needed them a couple of times a week initially, then we scaled the amount of use that we had with them up from twice a week to once a day, twice a day, and all the way up to 4 times a day. And that was important. We didn't have to jump all in at the first sign of trouble.
Every individual is different, every family is different, their needs are always different. To make sure that we're looking at each case on a case-by-case basis and making sure that we're modifying our plans of care and our approaches to those individuals case by case. Right now we serve 9 different locations throughout the state. Each one of those locations we generally serve a 2 to 4 county area. The boundaries, if you want to call them, of those locations butt up against each other. So we're able to serve some fairly rural areas and some areas where folks generally don't think that services are even available. We're able to meet their needs.
We reach out to a lot of remote and small communities.
By going into the small towns, they're really filling a niche.
Generally, we can have a manager or one of our local contacts be meeting with the family within 24 hours, at least to share general information or help ease the pressure of making that decision of what to do with a loved one.
We need to meet the person, assess the situation, make sure that we feel that they're safe to go home and be in their own home and that we can provide the proper services. We always fit the caregiver to the person as close as we can so that, you know, it's a good match and they'll be able to get along and form some type of relationship as well. We are local, so of course all our caregivers were very hands-on. We've trained them. Homecare Services of South Dakota has a very comprehensive knowledge of all the funding sources that are available, and we do try to share that with anybody that comes to talk to us about the services we have. One would be long-term health care. Home health care can be included in that. The VA has benefits, Department of Social Services has benefits, and of course we always offer private pay through us directly.
I had a lot of referrals for home care from other people in the community that had rated them very highly and that they were compassionate.
In the continuum of care, individuals need to be at the appropriate step of care, and we recognize home care can only serve a certain section of individuals or appropriately meet certain needs, but at the same time, again, there's been assumptions with individuals that they can't or they shouldn't be at home, when in turn they are at home and they actually flourish in that environment. When you deal with home care, you're going to have a set of care staff that are providing the services and a direct local manager that you work with on a daily or a weekly basis, making sure that you're aware of any changes or dynamics that may be occurring in the home. Home care is more hands-on. I mean, we still are focused on the individual. That we've said it and we'll continue to say it. Our intent isn't to be the largest provider out there, but be one of the better providers.